maybe in the ratio 1:2. So now alpha comma beta is equal to 2a plus 1 into 0 by 2 plus 1, that is 3, and 1 into b, 2 into 0 plus 1 into b by 2 plus 1, that is 3. Therefore alpha is equal to 2a by 3 and beta is equal to b by 3. Now we want to find a is equal to 3 alpha by 2 comma b is equal to 3 beta. A and b are substitute on the equation number 1, where a is equal to 9 alpha square by 4 plus b means 9 beta square is equal to L square. Now we take 9 is common, alpha square plus 4 beta square is equal to 4L square. Now locus of alpha comma beta is 9x square. 9 into x square plus 4 into y square is equal to 4L square, which is the required locus of P. Question number 10. A comma 0, B minus A comma 0 are 2 points. If a point P moves such that angle PAB minus angle PBA is equal to 90 degrees, then locus of P is. So that's why A comma 0 lies on positive of x-axis and B minus A comma 0 lies on negative of x-axis. So that's why we're taking a diagram. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, origin, and it is a point A comma 0, and it is a point B minus A comma 0, and P is a point on the first quadrant. Join PA and PB. Draw PN perpendicular to the x-axis. Now we know that PN is equal to y. PN is equal to y. So given angle from this triangle, here we take angle PAB is beta and PBA is gamma. So from this triangle PAB, tan beta is equal to opposite side PN by NA, where PN means y by NA, this distance, or the distance NA is the distance from origin to A is small a minus x. So A minus x is NA. Since this is small a and this is small x, so that's why this is A minus x. And from triangle PBA, tan gamma is equal to, from this right angle triangle, tan gamma is equal to opposite side y by BN. BN means this is x and this is A plus x. Given angle PAB minus angle PBA is equal to pi by 2. That is tan and beta minus PAB means beta minus PAB means gamma is equal to tan pi by 2, taking tan on both sides. So tan beta minus tan gamma by 1 plus tan beta tan gamma is equal to 1 by 0. Applying cross multiplication, 1 plus tan alpha into tan beta is equal to 0. So this is 1 plus tan alpha means y by a plus x and y by a minus x is equal to 0. So that implies a square minus x square plus y square is equal to 0. So that implies x square minus y square is equal to a square is the required locus of a point P that represents a hyperbola. The locus is a hyperbola. Question number 11. In order to eliminate the first degree terms from the equation 2x square plus 4xy plus 5y square minus 4x minus 22y plus 7 is equal to 0. Origin is shifted to, that means the origin is shifted to the another point. For what point the origin is shifted? For eliminating the first degree terms. Eliminating first degree terms means x term and y term is eliminating from this equation by shifting the origin to the another point. For that point we apply partial derivative with respect to x and partial derivative with respect to y. Applying partial derivative with respect to x, that is equal to 4x plus 4y minus 4 is equal to 0. That implies x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. And dou y, applying partial derivative with respect to y. Here x is constant, 4x plus 10y minus 22 is equal to 0. That implies 2x plus 5y minus 11 is equal to 0. This is 1, this is 2. Taking equation number 1 and equation number 2. Solve these two equations, then we get the new coordinate. 1 into 2. That implies 2x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. And 2x plus 5y minus 11 is equal to 0. Subtracting minus 3y plus 9 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 3. When y is equal to 3, x is equal to minus 2. So therefore, shifted point h comma k is shifted point x comma y minus 2 comma 3. Question number 12. If the axes are rotated through an angle 45 degrees in the positive direction without changing the origin, then the coordinates of the point root 2 comma 4 in the old system. That means these are the points in the new system. Given points are in the new system. X comma y is equal to root 2 comma 4. And theta is equal to 45 degrees. Then what about small x comma y? That is the question. Old coordinates means small x small y and the new coordinates is capital X capital Y. Here we are applying the formula, that is capital X capital Y small n theta cos theta. We know this formula. From this formula we require small x and small y, so that's why small x is equal to capital X cos theta minus capital Y sin theta. So that is equal to, where capital X means root 2 into cos 45 minus capital Y is 4 into sin 45. So that is equal to root 2 into 1 by root 2 minus 4 into 1 by root 2. That is equal to 1 minus 2 root 2. That is x. And small y is equal to capital X sin theta plus capital Y cos theta. So that is equal to root 2 into sin 45 plus 4 into sin cos 45. This is root 2 into 1 by root 2 plus 4 into 1 by root 2. That is 1 plus 2 root 2. Now the